everyone, this is Norma. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a fairly simple card with a sketch, and it's a sketch that I'm using from Freshly Made Sketches, I believe. I will put it up in my blog, so make sure you head over there and check it out if you want to take a look. We're going to be using the Sweet Haunting stamp set, our archival basic black ink, along with the banners, framelit dies, and I have a video coming up, or it might be up already. I'll link it below so you can see how I store my dies here. And we're going to be using very vanilla basic black elegant eggplant, and the designer paper here, which is called, let me see really quickly, it is called Happy Hauntings designer paper. So that's what we're using. We're going to be using this glimmer paper, again, elegant eggplant, which I embossed with. Can't remember the name of it, but I will list it or put it up here somewhere. Okay, so let's get started. I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to do, but I'm not quite sure. So to start, I already pre-cut my banner here using the very large banner here, and so we're gonna, let's do this. Let's put everything together really quick before we do our stamping. We'll put that aside. And I'm gonna make sure we're gonna put that on our basic black. Sorry guys, should have grabbed my snail, which is much smaller than that one. And so put that on, and then we're going to take our designer paper here and add that. And so let's see. Yep, make sure you have this the right side up. Go. And so that's that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my inside. I always put either very vanilla or whisper white inside my cards. It's just super basic. And I can always go back and stamp inside. Okay, so that's that. And so then, to do our stamping, we're going to go ahead and use the stamp set. And so I think I'm going to use this stamp right here, and I'm going to use this right here. And so we're using that, and we're going to be using that. So let's take that out. Alright, so let's do this first. And I'm going to be stamping that on very vanilla. But what I'm going to do is this right here. There we go. Okay. Much better. So it's nice and moist. A little better, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and that's that. This right here, I'm going to cut it at 2 inches. I'm going to take my trimmer here, and I'm going to go ahead and use this border punch, which is discontinued, but I really like it. And there we have a pretty edge. Okay. Oops. Okay, and I think this is going to go like so, and we're going to put that on top there like so. Okay, so that's what we're doing so far. And this I'm going to put down at the bottom, and what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to go ahead and take my banner triple punch, and I'm going to take this right here, And I'm just gonna make a little banner. And I do have a video on how to use this punch as well, so make sure you check out that video if you haven't already. And we're gonna go ahead and cut this and just have that ready when we're ready to assemble that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and stamp this image here. And I'm gonna take my scrap of Very Vanilla. I'm gonna take my basic black archival ink. So take that. Okay, nicely inked. Let me make sure. Okay, stamp. Perfect. Make sure you cover your ink. Put that aside, and I think I'm gonna color that with this marker here. So okay, so now we're going to, I think I'm going to cut this just a little bit because I think it might be a little too long. So I'm gonna cut that, do that right there, okay? And then we'll adhere this one on top, which I will trim. Okay, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to do it this way. There we go. So we're going to do it that way, and I'm just going to trim that off. Okay, and oops, and there you have that. Okay, okay, and then this, I think I'm going to add some dimensionals to this. You can see I stamped in the back there. Okay, so we'll just add some dimensionals, and I'll add that right there, and then I think I'm going to just use a really glue dot really quick for that. I'm going to lift that a bit. Okay, there you go. That's that, and I think I will put that there with some more dimensionals. So I'll use one there and there. Okay. There. And then there you go, another simple card that you can make in no time. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Make sure you head over to my blog for all the details and all the products that I used on this video. And don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the stamp set. What's your favorite holiday? Tell me down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.